So in the last two videos of this playlist, we have seen how to install the software Keel Microvision 5. Then we have seen how to download. Of course, how to download we have seen in the first video, and how to install in the second video. So in this video, let us see how to create a project. So while creating the project, so what you have to keep in your mind, so all those things that we will see in this project, in this video. So those who are watching this for the first time, so I request them to go through the part 1 and part 2 and then come back to this video. The description of this video gives you the links of part 1 and part 2, including the release notes. So if you install the Keel, you will get in the desktop this icon. So double click on that, so you will be getting this window. So this also we have seen in the last video, right? So here in this there are sub windows. This is a big window, the one which is a big window. In that so many cascade windows are there. So go to the view and then disable any one of the window. Okay, so view is showing you different windows. So project window is being closed here. Okay, so go to view again and click project window. Project window will come again. Okay, so you observe here there are 1, 2, 3 and 4. They are in a cascade mode. Okay, so projects and then so on up to functions, these windows all are cascaded. Okay, so what is my suggestion is, so you can just observe the default window, whatever that is there. If it is not there, next time you can open it. Say for example, I want to work with project window. So if I okay, so you can see there source browser window is being removed and is also again opening it. Okay, so this is how you can work with this software. So you can open any window, so whatever that is in cascade mode or in a normal mode. Okay, so there are different windows. You can see on the left side there is a project window with example project like the one which we have said in the last video. So on the right side you can see there are two things, hello.c and abstract.c. so these are like a text editors. So if you want, you can write something. So you can see I have written Hanu 7 there. So this is a editor window, so you can close it. You can open it again later from the file menu. So go to the file menu and then click new. If you get file open, the previous text files will be, text editor saved files will be opened, or otherwise if you say new file will be coming. Okay, so once if you click on the new file, then you will be getting a cascaded window. Okay, so you can see there different windows are getting enabled at different times. You can see on the screen there are some icons which are disabled, but they will be enabled whenever that right time comes. So we will be using the software in different modes like debugging mode, simulating mode. Okay, so the project will be at a different stage: compilation stage, debugging stage and simulating stage. So at respective stage, the respective option will be enabled for us. Okay, so whenever which icon will be enabled, which you have to observe, I will tell you later. So first and foremost thing, what you have to do is, the purpose of this video is we want to learn about how to create a project. Okay, so like in every software, here also you can get different menus. We have a file menu, edit menu, view menu, project menu, flash menu, debug menu, peripherals menu, tools menu, SVCS window, so on, etc. help. Okay, so you can observe while scrolling also some of the options are highlighted, some of the options are not highlighted, so that also you will come to know in the coming videos. I mean, whenever your project is at certain stage, those things will be enabled. Okay, so go to project. To create a project, go to project and then click new project. So here you can either create a project if you are coming for the first time, or if you want to open it, you can open the project also. Okay, so go to the project and then click new Microvision. As soon as you give that, you click that file project, new Microvision project, it is asking us to select the destination path. What is the name of your project and where you want to save it? So if you don't like the default location, you can save it wherever you want. Okay, so I am saving it in my own desired location. So I am saving that at different place. Okay, so if you don't like that, if you want, you can go with the default location also, that's well and good, so no issue. So in the C drive, wherever the key is installed, there it will save. So give a file, I mean project name, not file name, give a project name Anu7. So project name project will take automatically the extension star.uv project X. Okay, click on OK. Then you will observe this new window pop-up. This is another pop-up window. Select device for target. It is asking select device for target. So you want, if whatever the microcontroller you want to program, that microcontroller's name you have to give here. So we already explained you, I already told you, I want to program I want to program 8051 microcontrollers. So 8051s are available in the market with different manufacturers. So you have to know exactly which manufacturer or what device that is ready with you. So you have to observe that device. On the top of the device, you can observe a part number is being written. A number is being written, that is called part number of that IC. Okay, so whatever the IC that is available with you, so you have to write its part number. So write down the part number 8089S51. This is the IC which I have with me right now. Okay, 8089S51. So it will be showing you one search option. Click on that and read the description of that. So exactly the features of this device exactly matches with our 8051 microcontroller. Okay, so it is a 8051 based fully static CMOS controller, 32 input output lines, program memory, RAM memory, etc. So all those things that is there on the screen, those are exactly matching with our microcontrollers, whatever that is there in the theory part. So make sure that this is exactly what matching with our IC, and then I mean IC in the sense our IC, whatever the IC that is available with me, its features are exactly matching with our controller 8051. Then click OK. Okay, so once if you click OK, you may get here one more thing, sir. I don't have this 8089 S51 with me, so what should I do is you have to select even C51 also. Okay, so why you have to go for yes, especially means it is having SPI, serial peripheral interface. So you can program 8089 S52 better than 8089 C51. Okay, and we have a 52 also. So it is advanced version of 8051. You can watch my video which is there in the playlist 8051 A to Z in my channel. So there I explained you what is 852 features. So we want S51, so 88 in S51, then click select, then you will get this small dialog box again. So copy startup.a51, okay, so to the project folder and add files to the project. So here you will get two options, either yes or no. So startup.a51 is required for only the programs where you are writing in assembly language. So if you click yes, it will be added to the project Anu 7. So target 1 will be there in that. If you want, you can rename it to 8051 or you can rename it to source group, whatever it is. Okay, sorry, not source group, you can rename it to 8051, something like that. So source group will be there inside that startup.a51. Whatever the startup that I have added just now, it is added here. You can see it is almost similar to the machine language. This is assembly language related program. So whenever you are writing programs in assembly language, so this startup is required. So right now I am removing it. So I am not going to write programs in assembly language. So this is how you have to create a project. I will tell again. Go to the project menu, click new project, give name of the project. So I already gave Anu 7, so I am giving Anu 7 Academy. Okay, Anu 7 Acad, and then save. So device name, whatever the target microcontroller you want to program. So if you know the company, directly select the company, or otherwise search it. 8089 S51, you can search it. Make sure the details are matching and then click no when startup comes. Then the project Anu 7 Acad comes. So whenever you come here next time, you click open project. So there are two projects already, so click open project and then select Anu 7 or Anu 7 Acad, whatever you want, you can select it. So let us go with Anu 7 back. So I got my Anu 7. Okay, this is how we can create whatever the project we want, and then whatever the project we can open it. So in the next video, so we will see a small program, and then we will see how to compile it, and then we will see how to debug it, and then how to simulate it. Okay, so until then you take care, and then don't forget to watch previous videos, part 1, part 2 before starting this video. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can feel free to contact me